chase down as Athena Kai does go for it, but with 9 cash right behind Griff here, looks like this fight is going to keep on going here. Huge acceptance speech coming out from Griff, going to get the double charm there, which hits what their transitions are like. So, you know, you see that Super has purple, gold, so, you know, he has 2 gold items. You could probably guess the slots as well. You see Justice full gold here, but it looks like the Blink is going to go forward from Athena Kai, and the Echoes of the Earth is going to go through as well to try to keep the team safe. We already have the Soul Stealer being invested as well. Eclipse coming up from behind here. Bianca fans are like the masters of third partying here, but I do think No Flame does scout it out here. Great buffer from the E from Jas, but I don't think it'll be enough here. Jas is tagged up from the Sanguine Javelin, and with the Coffin just barely staying alive from Delinko. After this, Paige is gonna have to come over and help out here. No Flame might be our first team wipe here. Super's trying his best to
Cairo shoot. Okay. All right, as we do see a really unfortunate TP actually from Team.
Oh gosh.
And that's the Nimrod's Gate coming out. The Echoes of the Earth is doing a pretty good job of peeling this Abigail, but look at how much space has already been made, and that's going to be Swifty going down. And you have to assume Kebiwabi is going to, as we do see him go down. And I do not think Kisu has any ability to run away from this team. This team's chase potential is just too. Using that to dive, but that's going to get denied. We do see that both teams are quite strong, as we see a lot of burst damage coming out onto Kirby Cake actually. And Toki's doing a pretty good job of staying safe with Minhai Yun. It's pretty hard to get on top of this team. As you do see a pretty big dive coming out from MSGK, but look at Toki's pretty much completely unanswered and safe behind the wall now. And we do see Kirby Kick now joining in, but they're actually able to stasis through the insanity. So the ultimate from Toki not getting as much value as possible, but look how much damage is on Kirby Kick. Kirby Kick kind of has to blow down every cooldown just to stay alive. Toki is going down, but the HP has to be in favor of Sniffa. You'd have to, or not Sniffa, rather. CCTV Warriors is yet to say, and MSGK trying to get the dive, but the disengage from Minhai Yun is just too strong. And look at Cliff sitting in the zone the whole time. There's no way we're gonna see a scam, right?
Yo, he's scam. Oh, he might scam him. He is waiting in the wings here. Loopsters trying their best here to get anything done. Unfortunately, the damage is just not enough. They will go down now. Eclipse does have full time. Oh, he does not. He's
and. These are both characters that can kind of exploit it. I'd have to say that the favor goes to CCTV Warriors, but that's a huge flash coming out from Athena Kai. I don't know if you want to dive right into this team comp. There's so much single target damage on this comp, and yeah, you see her go down so quickly from the single target damage coming out from Nongja and Rote. And now it's going to be really hard for Toki and Minhai Yun to clean up this fight. You do have the range advantage, slightly, but as soon as that Theodore gets repostured and their healing coming out onto Cairo shoot, there's just no way. We're probably just going to wait for the Bass energy field to come back up, and then it's just going to be a straight on dive, and then I just don't think they have the ability to disengage. So this should be, oh wait, a White Lily clip head coming out from Cairo shoot, actually speeding up the engagement, and look at the damage onto Minhai Yun, just so much burst coming out. This comp is so good at the single target focus, and I do think that was a grenade coming out on Toki. Wasn't able to actually get the snare, but this will be game 1 going over to Moldivers. Excellently played.
Yeah, very well played indeed here. Toki just kind of waiting it out, seeing maybe if he could cheese one more kill. He does have the ulti available here. Nongja is going to be the one that gets taken down here, but unfortunately will not be enough. Just a little courtesy.
Electing to just save that cooldown and take the respawn was the line of play that they decided to take. A fight going pretty deep into Red and Chapel. We saw both teams down to like 15 seconds of timer, but a full commit coming out from Nai. And look at that, the insanity onto Nazimi. That's not going to be enough, as Toki is just getting full on dope by Nai. And Grip is with the follow-up, and Nazimi is still managing to stay alive in this fight while Let's alone. Wow, well played. Faith the Wavering to deny any extra damage, and it looks like the... Wait, no way, Nazimi's going to be able to solo kill out Nai.
Get him, Nazimi!
But actually, it will come out. Wow, incredibly played from the setup. No Flame is possibly going for Toki instead, but it does look like Jas is actually chasing down Cairo shoot. And Nazimi is trying their best to make the outplay with the Faith on Wavering coming out. Look at the timer on Toki. No, wait. That's going to be a kill going to Cairo shoot possibly. Enough timer. The exclusive coming out. Oh my goodness, wait, he's going to clutch up and secure a 3rd place for team. Dating them the whole time. You're not really winning a neutral game. You have to look to Nimrod Gate and MSGK and just get a huge amount of damage out, as it does look like, but right on top of a double guillotine, and Kirby Kick goes down almost immediately. And yeah, that's unfortunately just really well played by Team No Flame, understanding the enemy team's win tree. Might be a free one coming out. Stream looks almost uncontested, but then we do actually see Team Sniffer coming out, and MSGK getting a pretty big dimension strike. And look at the dive on top of Kebiwabi. So much damage coming out so quickly. The heli attack stat wasn't even able to come out for him in time.
Yeah, this team is very good at diving. You got to be ready for it. I mean,
Team No Flame as well, they're pretty prolific at that. But it does look like a fight's breaking out. Is there a box called in? Doesn't look like it, but a Sleep Drowsy is going to land onto Griff, and it looks like Griff is gonna have to sacrifice his life. Maybe Nazimi might be able to throw in an in-round gate, but no, that is just gonna be Griff going down. Almost a turn glow coming out, as we do see Nine actually able to land the root into the plague. Kirby Cake possibly biting off more than he can chew, but look at that stasis coming out. The totem is just so strong on the bond. He has so many instances of untargetability, but we do see this plague is getting insane value actually from Nine. But Nine is actually, Kirby Cake might enter execute threshold soon. The totem is going to get popped. The Babylon's cube to keep Nine safe. And look at that, this healing coming out. Oh, but Kirby Cake able to actually deny it. And that might actually be Dino Dance going down. Because Nazimi, oh wait, the Dynamic Strike is landing. The Babylon's cube to stay alive. And then a great turn coming out. When is Griff coming up? Griff is up. Griff is up. So there is no wipe coming out now. It is Nazimi just trying to
see a fight breaking out between Moldivers and No Flame. A lot of poke damage coming out from Wokes here, but it's not quite doing enough as Gobu is keeping up with the shields. Oh my gosh, look at that crazy damage coming through. Wokes is still having his shield up. A lot of return damage onto Super and Gobu. The rest of the team is trying to run, but Nangja is able to almost not actually get the kill. Super does take him down. 2 members of the Moldivers actually down, leaving Wokes on the run. A huge turnaround, a return kill. But unfortunately for CCTV Warriors, they do need to res as another team fight is starting here in Forest over the purple box. Griff and Nine trying to see if they can get in. S7ㅅWeek's in a very scary spot. There you go. They take the Nimrod's gate, and everything has to be used by S7ㅅWeek to try to get out here. He does get rooted, and it looks like the stasis will go through from Nine as S7ㅅWeek does get eliminated here. No flag reactivation needed, and that will be a winning fight on the so. They're not going to pick up everything, but Eclipse possibly finding a pick here. Strider was activated. We do take the spell shield out, but a really good pick from Tulky here. Gonna get the Insanity on Eclipse, but unfortunately not able to follow up on it here. Teams are a little bit separated. Minhai getting poked out a little bit. Wolf Assaults actually go out on to Athena Kai. They got to get this kill so the Wolf Assault actually stays active. Delinko very low. Do they get at least the 1 kill? 1 kill has been made, so Wolf Assault is extended here. Eclipse is kind of just doing his own thing on the backside here. So much movement speed from Strider and the racing suit. Trying to keep this team at bay. Huge play going to be hit onto Minhai, giving Delinko an active as pay.
The Moldivers. But in terms of range advantage, it's probably in safety. It's probably going into No Flame, as you do see neutral starting, and we do see distant teams posturing out. Pyro looking for a catwalk, is able to land the taunt on Superior. That's actually so much damage coming out already. So much single target available on this team, and as soon as a grenade lands on any of these characters, you have to assume that they're going down.
Yeah, Healing Drone already popped from Super here as well. The exclusive to try to keep Parachute alive. A huge ulti coming up from Wokes to return. And look at that return damage from Wokes. Super is going to go down. And with only 1 member down, Moldivers has been a very disciplined team this entire day. As you can see, they do take the kill, and they do just decide to take the reset. We saw them do this against Game 1. There's no reason to really force this. They don't need to. They want to take the reset, get to heal it up. Gonna be able to take the 3v2 now, and with that, yeah, looks like the rest of Team No Flame just trying to create some space. But I mean, look at that, the Quake is just enough to keep Gobu right next to him, and with that, the Omegas are going to be spawning here soon. As you can see, Doc a little bit uncontested on the whole bottom side of the Chapel, so if no one goes down there, it's going to be a huge pickup as the fight is going to start. And there's the combo yet again, but unfortunately, Minhai did not fall right away. Nanacash trying to pick up the kill. He does. Insanity does go through, but Nazimi is still alive here, barely making it out, and now we have a 1v1 on both sides. We have Tulky getting eliminated almost by Nanacash here. Does he make it to the plant this time? It looks like he does, but Athena Kai will probably fall trying to give her life for Tulky. And look at
the Lumi res or get it for ourselves, but I don't know if you're gonna be able to deny it in time because of the heavy knee pads, but looks like they're gonna regroup it again. And yeah, I think Eclipse can stick the res now, and yeah, they're gonna be able to do that. And
that is
probably
crazy.
deny. Wait, is there an intimidation tactic to deny the port? Oh wait, no, I think they can't port now though. Do they boom? Yes, they do. Oh my goodness, and now they have the timer advantage. I think this actually goes to Kirby Cake. What is going on? Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh,
the Kirby Cake clutch. That is crazy. Someone's gonna get a little bit impatient sooner or later. Healing Wind is gonna be activated by Neo to keep the team safe. Now Kirby Cake is gonna try to join in. Is gonna get rooted up. The Sandust is gonna go out with the stasis. Not quite gonna land on anyone, and he is gonna go down. Echoes of the Earth already being used is huge for the side of No Flame here. That means it's not gonna be left available here. S7ㅅWeek trying to get some damage onto Super here, but unfortunately, it's not enough to really make a difference quite yet. Windflow is going to go out. Not going to quite tag anyone up yet. S7ㅅWeek getting some damage onto Gobu here. Now getting some damage onto Jazz. S7ㅅWeek is healthy enough, but Jazz just barely lives here. Gobu does get taken down. S7ㅅWeek also takes out Super, and that might be a, yeah, running up this sniper skill going through to see what they can find out here. We do see the double G's start to get put down here. EMP drones are going to start being used. We have the wards going down to try to get some vision here. Wilkes is in a pretty decent pocket, but he does have to be careful here. Kairoshu does tag up S7ㅅWeek here, and Kairoshu's just going to keep on walking at him here. Great exclusive to avoid some of that damage. Surf's up, not quite going to land, and Nongja's going to be able to pick up the kill here. This is what we talked about earlier here. A lot of damage coming out from Wilkes on the back end, and Nongja's able just to clean it up so well. And yeah, of course, Cairo getting the angle onto S7ㅅWeek to make sure he isn't able to.
Galazor.
Crazy. They just left Dylan completely unchecked there as Internet Raps getting tagged up by the steady shot here. And we do have the blast energy field going forward. Is it going to be enough movement speed for the rest of the team to catch up? It looks like it will be. Wildcard does fall. The turret doing quite a bit of damage. Internet Rap to see one more auto. That will be Boba Boy going down. IU now on the run back in red, but unfortunately their timer is lower than Wisu. And he does actually tag him with the root here. So that means the damage will follow suit here. Internet Rap is also here, so this might be our first.
Meanwhile, over in Hotel, Woo getting those stacks up on the dogs. He's got the 2 stacks online. And he's going to look for that big Duende, and he finds it. Or, not Duende, sorry, Vuelta. But now he's still going forward. The Jenny getting knocked down. The revive going to come up soon. You can see Dark Dagon waiting for it, and yes, he finds the kill. Zin is going to go down as well, though. Dark Dagon on the run. Are they going to be able to catch up to him? Bzz, bzz. No, not going to catwalk towards that. Going to prioritize reviving the teammate, but Ribbit finding their...
to run, but there still are a couple other teams in the area. Lockney might find, yeah, looks like they're going to find Cat GPT here. They're gonna start stacking up the queen. She is gonna get ulted, but with the checkmate is going to stay safe. Ready, the accepted speech being used here as well. Camper on duty trying to get a lot of damage to him. Unfortunately, not enough damage will go out here, but we are now in a 2v2. It is looking pretty close here. Fwitchu is very low, and with the 2 members of Locked in setting sights on Fwitchu, this cat is gonna go down. Fortunately, going down to 8 lives here, as we have 1 member of Cat GPT possibly being found. D'Angelo trying to blink out. One more auto's gonna do the trick, and there we go. And it will be Cat GPT falling down.
Lumi, Galazor, are you able to make your way to it? You should be able to duck dive into it here. Oh, no, Galazor. Oh, 3-man knockup, it's huge! If only, right? Poor Galazor is alone here, so yeah, we'll be going down.
Here, gonna start making their way in slowly, having the EMP drones available. BizBiz is gonna go forward. Unfortunately, no Tot is gonna land quite yet, so some return damage will go down here. With the Soul Stealer going through, Abu is gonna try to start this fight here. Gonna dodge out on Stonic is pretty big. Have to watch out for the Queen though. It is ready. Is it gonna land on anyone? It does time out, and now BizBiz is gonna have to rest a little bit, losing a little bit too much HP in that first exchange. We do see the Queen prepped once again though. They're gonna have to look out for this one, as we also have the Courage Uppercut online. The fight is going to start off again. A great taunt onto Lockney to start it off. Okay, looks like Rosito might be caught out in dock here. Lockney possibly being caught out here as well at the tree. We already have the EMP barrage going out. Jignut gonna see if he can start the fight here. Guarded reverse already gonna be used. The wall has been used here for Lisa as well. Gotta wait for that to go down. Clean sweep is gonna land onto Lockney here. And the blast energy field is gonna go out here. A huge bat skill coming out from Asterio here. Gonna lock up Lockney against the wall here. Avancia getting low as well. Playdead is still available, as Jignut is going to have to run here as well. Great play from Asterio here on Worston slot, but I didn't quite actually... Oh, actually, Jignut's the one with the tree. That's why they're going to keep chasing this down here. Great dodge from Jignut here from the clean sweep. Can they get out of this one? There's a lot of walls to go around, but the clean sweep does land. Guard in the reverse is going to go through here. But now that Asterio is stuck on you, it's going to be pretty hard to get out of this one here. Clean sweep's going to land once again. So it will be a tree possibly going over the team of Worston slot, unless Poco Mexican has anything to say about it. Looks like Asterio... Nope, not even going to check the body quite yet. They're going to keep on fighting it out. A huge queen is going to land. Wisu is now here, but does he have the blast energy field online? Checkmate is going to dodge out some of the damage here, but Asterio is still going to give up the chase, still relatively healthy here. But now without this team behind them, he's got to be a little bit careful. Internet wrap very low. As yeah, we have the wall going out here. Do they finally check the body? I'm not sure if anyone has gotten the tree yet, and that's what I'm most interested in here, but Esteo's going to get tagged up here by the Babylon's Cube. It's going to fall before the clean sweep goes out, and it looks like Wisu is also going to fall, leaving Internet Wrap as the last surviving member who's going to be on the run here. They do have the plate available. Knockup is going to land from 7th strike, but it is Alex, so it should be not hard to get out of this one. EMP Barrage going through. Queen does land. Spread out, except for it looks like this box will be contested here in Pond. Now Beckfar and Ko gonna move on up here. Steady Shot's gonna land right on top of Boba Boy, and I don't think the hell attack stat is saving you from that one. The stun is gonna go on to IU. Do the turrets do enough damage is the question. The Blake to try to dodge out on this. Unfortunately, he does get knocked up, and he will go down. Bekfar is going to be the last surviving member of Lemon Honey Green Tea. And yeah, he's going to get knocked up by Fuchu. And at this point, how do you get away from the IREM? The Unstoppable does go through, but it's still so hard. Yeah, with the Blake coming through and the Charm and the Root, yeah, this will be the end of Lemon Honey Green. Possibly another fight will be starting here. Looks like they think they are aware of each other. Fuchu trying to get some poke damage out with the bouncy ball. We do see the Queen starting to get prepped from Lockney. One more, and it should be prepped here. Peerage Uppercut could come through at any second, but it will come down first from the other side here. The Acceptance Speech actually not quite doing much thanks to the Garden Reverse, but will it be enough? Dan Destroyer does go down, but Fuchu is still so healthy and able to clean this up here. Jignut is very low, advancing at about half HP, but Fuchu's got to be a little bit careful. Knockup is going to land. They are going to try to get the res here. A lot of return damage coming out from Fuchu, and there we go. Capero Duty is back online. Fuchu going to use the fish to try to close the distance here. Bouncy ball not quite going to land on anyone, but he's going to try to look for the knockup here now that Capero Duty is behind him. Avancia does still have the play dead available though, so you got to be a little bit careful. You see
time needed for it to come back up, but that won't be about them for now, as Ribbit looking to try and push their way in towards Trigger. Yeah, J-Tang finding a little angle with this push completely unavoided.
Oh my gosh.
Out of Ribbit. Oh my goodness. On the other side, Dylan dropped down to about half health, but now starting to return fire. Arf goes down, Bzz, pushing forward towards Dylan, but Dylan using the short throw ultimate to push him back, keep that distance respected. Arf goes down as well. Oh my goodness, it's just a Dylan massacre.
Yeah, he is so clean.
Fire getting flanked, and wow, an actual reverse flank at this point as the rest of Lockton looks for an angle, but Dylan manages to get out of it, and now he's on the backside. Galazor is going to be the first to go down to Avancia though. Meanwhile, on the other side, Jignut Jorkston is going to fall as well. J-Tang trying to do what he can on the front side, try and find any sort of kill here. Lockney lands the Queen, combination connects on the J-Tang. Whoa, he gets blown up, but he manages to stay alive with the girl in the bubble. Meanwhile, on the other side, the play dead has been activated from Avancia. Dylan managing to kite it out, and now it's going to be a full reset. The health advantage in favor of Locked In right now, but they're going to actually opt for a full reset, which is kind of interesting. They are down to a couple of resources, but we'll see what happens on this run back fight. It could be going either way. One big pull from J-Tang means a kill. One big Queen from Lockney means a kill. J-Tang, watch it. If that Queen hits you, it could be certain doom. We saw what happened last time. You got completely blown up. Knockup happens off the Night Fork from the pawn into another pawn follow-up. Good damage from J-Tang, but Dylan following suit. Whoa! Wait, Queen! But it doesn't connect fully as Dylan manages to soar out the checkmate, not landing. Oh my god, a love shot! Oh no! Is this gonna be it? Yes, it is! Oh my goodness, J-Tang just taking advantage of that. But now Lockney getting pulled by Dark Dagon. Then be forced to use the castling to get out. Great Night Fork from Lockney. Get the two-man knockup on Needlelight and Dark Dagon. Now pushing forward, Jignut Jorkston finds the ultimate he needs. Zing goes down. Now Needlelight looking to follow suit here, trying to return fire into Lockney, but the knockup does connect, and that will be Needlelight going down on the top side. Neil on the bottom, actually. Dark Dagon taking down Avancia. So the fire has not been unreturned here from the likes of Bozo Brigade. Dark Dagon actually looking to try and take this fight. That not quite, might have bit off a little bit more than he could chew here. And
box, it looks like they do. It is open though, so they are able to grab it here, but with CatGPT in the area, IU is going to grab the box quick. We do have Bekfar getting Kepri tagged up a little bit here. Boba Boy dodging out on the Babylon's Cube, trying to get some return damage, but they got to be careful. CatGPT is right above them, and now they're stuck in a corner here. And with the Peerage Uppercut going through, IU is going to get tagged up very low here as well. The Garden Reverse is going to go through, but the full Astro Burst is not going to keep him alive as he does go down, as the fighting does not stop on the bottom side. It was Capra Duty to actually fall here. So it'll be Polko Mexcan being the victors, I guess, of the third party, as they are the only team that is fully alive, unless I should stop talking here for a second. Deanne maybe almost finding one, but not quite getting it here now. Fuchu on the run. Oh no, the White Lily not actually sending him over here. It's gonna be a little bit scary here. The knockup is gonna slow him. Oh my god, such a great spear skill coming up.
But Asterio manages to get over the wall with the ultimate, so the rest of the combination isn't quite able to land. Revive gonna be found real quickly, but Jignut in the area, gonna drone it out, but the rest of Locked-In isn't really in a position where they can follow up. Wisu, oh my goodness, just sending it, and now the fights began already. Queen hits, or not Queen, Carpet lands onto Wisu, but now he's managed to establish some distance and play from afar. Lockney looking to take him out, and yes, Lockney does manage to take out Wisu, but it is a 1-for-1 trade. Avancia maybe looking to come back, but good taunt from Internet Rap actually stopping Jignut on the top side. That's going to stop that windup he has on his Q and take him down. Vancia, yeah, you can't revive because the corpse is still here. That's what's going on. Creation from the blood weapon supplies a ton of damage when it's scaling off of crit. Risu, watch out. You don't want to get yoinked. Nothing quite happening. The duck dive in the pole, not connecting. Wow, this is a big zone control from this outlaw, but Wickline actually getting pulled in. But Wisu is going to be the one that secures it for his team. But now the fight starts. The health advantage in Trigger's favor. Oh my goodness, the Spirit Arrow into the duck dive combination. 2-man from both is clean from Trigger. They're going to clean up the items while Internet Wrap gets out with the buff. He is going to manage to find the revives off of Gloomy, so that will come through. But look at Trigger. They're running forward. They want this. They know they have a health advantage at this point. The poke lands on the Wisu, but maybe J-Tang a little far forward here. They're going to try and make J-Tang pay for it, and they're going to succeed. Now, Galazor and Dylan in a 2v2 against the Stereo and Internet Wrap. Internet Wrap pushing forward, lands the taunt. Combo's going to go down. Dylan, you got to watch out. You might get taken down, and he does. Oh my goodness. Worston Slot to
continue this fight here, so very well played by the side of Worston Slot, able to get a couple kills of their own, but oh my god, getting tagged up by Polko Mexican here while they're in red. Checkmate gonna go through here. Wisu very low already. Kepri pushing forward on the Internet Wrap. Wait, Wisu already fell down. What a crazy play for Polko Mexican, finding them here. And now, do they clean up the rest of the kills? Looks like the Queen is going to land from 7th Strike. Internet Wrap is on the run here. Asterio, though, able to clean up the kill onto 7th Strike. And now we are in a 2v2. Internet Wrap really low, but Asterio completely healthy. Rizito needs to dodge a clean sweep, but it doesn't go through, so they will fall. And what a great turnaround from Worston Slot out as a 2v2 is happening on the backside here. J-Tang and Gala are on the side of Trigger here, as Dylan already was put down here. Free at last already being used, so a lot of damage being put down on Asterio, but you got to be careful. He does have a lot of healing available. Girl in the bubble already being used here as well. J-Tang trying to take out Internet Wrap, who does go down. Now Gala and J-Tang are against Asterio, but Luke is the character that can turn this around. As you can see, the clean sweep just barely not hitting, and now J-Tang just has to try to play this out slowly. He cannot get hit by anything. Oh no, the clean sweep does hit. He does have Girl in the Bubble available. He is going to use it here. Asterio, do you have the healing available? He does not. So J-Tang barely taking him down, but with no team members.
Owns the other, still undecided. So we'll see what happens here. This might come down to a timer situation. I mean, Kefri,
I don't care if we
walk forward.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited for this. I've never seen Garnet in solos. This is a whole new world for me. J-Tang with a massive timer advantage, and this is likely.
Oh my gosh, Kepri is just burning.
he's not doing much in the damage department with J-Tang, huh? Oh, there's guillotines and
yeah, J-Tang also has enhanced heal cut, like there's tagged by it. Trying to get some poke damage onto Advancia with the bow skill here. A lot of poke for coming out from J-Tang here, since they have the VF weapon online with the blood poke as well. Good does get the pull onto Lockie, and even the Hex. God, just the amount of poke damage coming out from J-Tang is absolutely massive right now.
And Gals are also contributing to this poke game, right? Leon's Q, the waterway, is actually pretty long range, deceptively so. Probably contesting Avancia on the poke game, whereas, you know, J-Tang obviously Sicilla, that poking master, if you will. Gonna opt to wrap around here, take the other side. We'll see how well this works out for Locked In. Trigger defending the zone still. Locked In, these guys are down to the 30-second timer. This may become a factor if this fight drags on too long. Now the poke game has begun. Ooh,
oh no!
Dylan gets hit by the Fury uppercut, but there's no follow-up. Committed far too in. Now Dylan looking to return fire, and he's doing just that.
Wow.
And that is just over.